You in the wrong place, bitch. You know I kill you dead. Listen, Joseline's Cabaret, y'all know every week we hear a different Joseline song. Shit, after tonight's episode, I think I know the entire choreography to Doom Cha Cha in this bitch, Doom Cha Cha in this bitch, Doom Cha Cha in this bitch. Do y'all not feel like y'all know the whole routine? Listen, and every episode, we get a Joseline Hernandez music video before the episode. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Welcome back to Damien After Dark. You are watching the official Joseline's Cabaret, New York, after show, where we gather each and every Sunday night to discuss this week's episode. And I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you decided to join me and spend your time with me. And I hope it's worth it and that you get entertained out of this video. I want to say hello to any new subscribers, anybody that's new here. Thank you for joining us. And if you have not subscribed yet, what the hell are you waiting on? Hit the subscribe button right below this video and hit the little bell as well to turn on your post notifications so you what? Never miss a beat. That's right. All right, next, I need you guys to support the channel by clicking the thumbs up button. If you don't know how to like the video, if you don't know how to click the thumbs up button, believe it or not, some people don't. I know y'all are probably thinking, Damien, we know how to do that. But there are people who come on here who are new to YouTube, or maybe they're older and not tech savvy, and they don't know how to subscribe. They don't know how to like the channel. Right below this video, you will see a thumbs up button. Click that thumbs up button and you can like this channel. That is your way of supporting me, and I appreciate it so, so much. And if you're feeling generous, you can donate to the Damien After Dark channel. In the description box below this video, I will have ways that you can donate, okay? PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, all that good stuff. It's there below. Amazon wish list, all that. I appreciate all you generous people that donate to the channel each and every week. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Last but not least, join the conversation. I want to hear from you on what you thought of this week's episode of Joseline's Cabaret, New York. Okay? Now, as I was saying, every episode begins with a Joseline Hernandez music video. And this week, I was watching the music video, the one that said, you know, you in the wrong place, bitch, you know I kill you dead. Look at my stilo, I'm the baddest to ever step. That one. So I'm listening to it, and did y'all notice that none of her verses rhymed? Like, none of them. None of her verses rhymed. And I'm just like, girl, do you know what rapping consists of? You know rapping consists of rhyming? Well, maybe not all rapping. I know there's some raps that don't necessarily rhyme, or beatboxing or freestyling, whatever. But most of the time, especially a song, especially when you're trying to be an international artist, usually the music rhymes. That's how it gets catchy. That's how we remember it. But this song necessarily wouldn't. Anyway, let's move on. This week's episode continued off from last week's episode, which was the fight between T-Love and Wet Wet, right? That's what happens when this episode starts. Let me pull my desk back a little bit because this camera is shaking like a scripper. So T-Love, she's mad. And she says, I'm so mad, I'm gonna beat this bitch. I'm gonna beat this bitch. But the gag is, last week we noticed exactly what Wet Wet was talking about. T-Love was all up beside her trying to be chummy. But just 5 minutes ago, you was in a scene trying to come after me, trying to read me down and embarrass me. But now when the cameras is down and the scene is getting set up, you want to be buddy. No, it don't roll like that. So I understand where Wet Wet was coming from. Then here go Captain Pick Me. Here go Captain Pick Me. Now, do y'all know who Captain Pick Me is? I'm sure you know. Now, I know that a lot of y'all are Miss Natural fans. I've seen the comments on her season. There was a lot of Miss Natural fans. I was a Miss Natural fan up until this season. I don't really care for her so much now. I don't know what's going on with Natural. I don't know if she's dealing with things at home. And it's seeping through the Cabaret. But she's irked me since day one of season 4. Let's talk about how this TV shit has gone to Miss Natural's head. So we see Miss Natural going in on, not really going in, but she's frustrated that Wet Wet and T-Love are fighting. So she chimes in, and Miss Natural's like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm here to dance. I got a show. I'm going to be performing in Miami in a few days. I don't have time for this bullshit. I don't have time for this fighting. I don't have time for this. And it's like, Miss Natural, we get that you can dance and that you got this show coming up. I understand where she's coming from. But wasn't you the bitch that was just picking a fight with Yummy, holding up the auditions a couple episodes ago? Hell, 2 episodes ago. Wasn't you and y'all, please, when I say the bitch, please, some people get offended and they're like, why are you calling females bitch? It's not like that, y'all. Y'all know how it is. We girls and gays, we talk like that. Bitch, hey bitch, what's up? Bitch, if you don't quit, it's nothing deep. So y'all don't get your thongs in the water when I be calling the cabaret girls bitches, okay? But my thing is, this is why I'm saying Miss Natural is such a pick-me, because why in this moment do you have a problem with Wet Wet and T-Love getting they fighting and getting their issues off their chest? But you can get your issues off your chest. You can run up on people when you get ready to run up on people. You can hold up auditions because your ego is in the way. But all of a sudden, it's a problem for Wet Wet and T-Love. No, I didn't like that one bit out of Miss Natural. And every scene that I've seen her in, it's left a bad taste in my mouth. Am I the only one? Like, she can miss me with that fake TV bullshit because I see straight through it. I see straight through it. Here's the thing. It's not like Natural was really pissed off that they were fighting. She wasn't concerned that Wet Wet and T-Love were fighting. What she was doing was trying to buck up for the cameras and look and look a certain way. She wants to be the bottom bitch. She's trying to prove to Joseline that she can be the bottom bitch. I'm the one that's taking dancing serious, Joseline. Pick me. I'm taking it serious. See, look at me, Joseline. That's what Miss Natural is doing. And can't nobody tell me no different. Are y'all seeing something different than from what I'm seeing? Because I'm seeing a pick-me ass bitch right now. I'm just saying. And for those who don't, if you haven't been watching Joseline's Cabaret, or you're not familiar with the strip club culture, the bottom bitch is like the team leader at your job. If you work a 9 to 5, you may have a team leader, or you may have a group leader, or you may have a section leader, or whatever y'all call them wherever you work. That's kind of like what the bottom bitch is. They're not the supervisor, they're not the boss, but they're like right under the boss. That's what Miss Natural wants to be. She wants to be the bottom bitch so bad. Pipe down, girl. Now, T-Love, she runs up on Wet Wet because she's pissed. She's pissed that Wet Wet put her hands on her. So she runs up on Wet Wet and she gets some licks in, right? T-Love gets some licks in. But Wet Wet gets her licks back in as well. And then all of a sudden, I hear, hey, yo, I been on. Bitch, you been calm. Bentley tints on. Fendi prints on. Okay, I been on. Laura Bencroft. Played say Chun-Li. Dropped the off. All of a sudden, I heard Chun-Li. And here come Wet Wet swinging around a pole. And T-Love is charging at Wet Wet. Wet Wet swings around a pole. Kicks T-Love. T-Love kind of falls, charges at Wet Wet again. Wet Wet spins around that pole again and kicks T-Love to the floor. Hey, yo, I been on. Bitch, you been Bentley tints on, Fendi prints on. Okay? Plate say Chun-Li, drop the mic drop. That's all I got to say. Listen, baby. I was living for Wet Wet in that moment. All right. You talk about pure entertainment. Mint. I loved it. I lived for it. And T-Love, you looked like a fool. She got you on that one. I'm sorry. She got T-Love. Wet Wet got T-Love on that one. And listen, this is why T-Love is threatened. This is why she picks fights with Wet Wet. Wet Wet is the star. Wet Wet is the star. She's been on the show before. People know who she is. She creates, why not get into a fight with one of the most popular girls on the show? That's going to guarantee you camera time, right? So that's what T-Love is doing. Now, Wet Wet, she's the star, but she may not be the most dolled up. She may not be, the most beautiful thing in the world, but she's funny and she's entertaining and she's being herself. And that's all I ask for. I respect it. I respect it. Now, when Wet Wet kicks T-Love, when she does her Chun-Li pole swing and she kicks T-Love and gets T-Love to the ground, she starts. Now, granted, Wet Wet is not the best fighter, so it's not like Wet Wet had T-Love down just bam, 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 pounding the fist into her. It's not like she was doing that, but she did have her on the ground and she was landing licks to T-Love. From what I saw on my TV. I'm just saying, when I tell y'all I haven't cheered a fight on in so long on TV, I was like, get her. Get her. Wet Wet, get her right now. Get her. Because I can't stand T-Love. Real life TV, I can spot a fake bitch when I see one. And that's T-Love. Here's the thing. I think what it is for T-Love, I'm not going to knock her. I'm not going to blame her. Because what it is, it's her first time on TV. That some people on their first time on TV, sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't. T-Love is one of them that just didn't get it. She came in thinking she had to be an actress when all she had to do was just be her. Okay? Doom cha-cha in this bitch. Wet Wet did that kick and she said, Doom cha-cha in this bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. My dog is under me and I just kind of kicked him. I'm sorry, Pumpkin. You want to come tell the loves hi? This is my baby, who's often in the room when I'm filming. He was under my chair when I was doing my Doom cha-cha and I kind of kicked him a little bit. And he's probably thinking, Dad, what the fuck are you on? Are you on that Kokalaka too? Can you tell the people hi? Say hi, people. He needs his nails cut. Y'all, please do not judge me. I'm not a bad dog parent. See how long his nails are? Oh my God, it's so awful. He will not let me cut his nails. He snaps at me when I try to cut his nails. I've got to take him to a vet, or I either have to dope him up on like CBD or Benadryl or something so I can cut him. So that's like on my agenda next. I'm sorry, baby. You want to sit up here with me while we do the after show? Okay, you can. Now they want to use the excuse that T-Love and Egypt and all them want to use the excuse that the floor is slippery. And I'm just like, was that the case? Or did Wet Wet just give you the business? But we did see later that production was wiping the floor up. So I think the floor was a little bit wet. But still, Wet Wet got you, boo. Now here goes T-Love talking to Joseline. She's telling Joseline what's going on. She's talking about, I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm from motherfucking Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm that girl. We don't play that around here. I'm from Milwaukee. Girl, here we go. No shade to my Milwaukee. If y'all are from Minneapolis, is that where Milwaukee is? Minneapolis? If you're from Milwaukee, no shade. I'm not shading y'all. I've never been to Minneapolis. So nobody please take offense to this. But girl, please. Ain't nobody scared of you because you're from Milwaukee. Ain't nobody scared of you because you're from Milwaukee. Have you been to Birmingham or Mobile, Alabama, sweetheart? Have you been to Memphis, Tennessee? Have you been to Detroit, Michigan? Have you been to Chicago? Baby, that's murder cities. And Milwaukee might be up there with it too, but when I think of someone from a really dangerous city, I don't think of Milwaukee. That's just me. Now, maybe I'm just ignorant to the fact that there's some shooters and killers there. And I'm not saying Milwaukee doesn't have its dangerous spots. You know, all cities do. All cities have their dangerous spot. It just kills me when people say, like, no matter what city you're from, it doesn't matter where you're from, when somebody's like, you know, I'm from the motherfucking Bay. Like Natalie used to say, I'm from the motherfucking Bay. And, like, and I'm from, you from the Bay? If you from the Bay, Natalie, or you from Milwaukee, T-Love, I'm from Alabama. I'm from Alabama. Does that mean I'm going to give you a barefoot, country, cornbread, collard green ass whooping? Like Low London said on Bad Girls Club? I mean, I'm from Alabama, but I don't go around saying to people, I'm from Alabama, I'm going to give you a barefoot, country, collard green ass whooping. No, because no matter where you go, there's some shooters and killers in Tennessee, in Georgia, in Florida, in Mississippi, in Louisiana, all 50 fucking states, all across the world. So why am I scared of Milwaukee? The fuck? Now, Joseline says T-Love is throwing all these gang signs up. Because if y'all notice, when T-Love was saying, I'm from Milwaukee, she was doing all the, you know, she was trying to throw the signs up. But it's like Joseline said, how you throwing up gang signs and claiming all this shit, but you didn't even hit Wet Wet? You couldn't even land a hit with Wet Wet. Oh, but we're going to blame it on the slippery floor, right? Okay. You so gang, Miss Milwaukee. Where? Now, oop, I went down too far there. Ooh, we got lots to go, y'all. We ain't got too much time left. Now, T-Love, after that thing with Wet Wet, after this whole episode, Miss T-Love, you get the flunky award. Like, you really do. I mean, I'm sorry. She's just, you're a lame. You're a weirdo. You know, doing this show has made you a laughing stock. Everybody on social media is clowning your ass right now. You're an embarrassment. You should have listened to your baby daddy, one out of your two baby daddies, because one of her baby daddies told her she shouldn't go on this show. And you should have listened to him, because she said, one of my baby daddies didn't want me to go on there and make an embarrassment of myself or my children. Too late. Too late. I mean, you should have just been yourself. You should have just been yourself. Too busy trying to look a certain way. Hashtag, was it worth it, Dumbo? And then how you gonna put, she kept putting on, I put it on my kids. I'm gonna beat this girl black and blue. I put it on my kids. I'm gonna leave this girl laying in a puddle of blood. See, that's what I got a problem with. I got a problem with folks that be doing that. I put it on my dead mama grave. I put it on my dead kid's grave. I put it on my child that I aborted's grave. Girl, why y'all be doing that? And then you know you telling a straight up lie, because you know you're not gonna beat Wet Wet, black and blue. So why are you sitting here putting it on your kids? Y'all have made that so, like, it's just so nonchalant, and it's not. Like, if I say I'm putting something on my brother's grave, that's serious to me. That's deep. I ain't gonna lie on that. You know what I'm saying? Now, T-Love is outside with security. Security's trying to calm her down, keep her separated, and here comes Miss Daisy. Miss Daisy went from a daisy to a thorn real quick, because she came outside to stir the shit, okay? Daisy said, y'all want me to stir the shit? She told the producers, y'all want me to get some shit started? Watch this. So Daisy goes outside where T-Love and security is, and she tells T-Love, you know, I don't know why you're so mad at Wet Wet. The person you should be mad at is the one that's inside holding your chain, your so-called friend, Egypt. Egypt is in there talking about how you've been bullying Wet Wet. Now, so everybody, it's not just me and you at home watching. Everybody, even those in the house, can see that T-Love is a whack and fake and phony. Everybody can see that T-Love is the weakest link. Goodbye, T-Love. Egypt comes outside and tells, shit, I'll still be learning all their names, y'all. Egypt comes outside and tells T-Love, yes, I did say that, she said, I didn't say that you were a bully, but I did say that you were nitpicking Wet Wet all day long. And of course, T-Love denies it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not nitpicking with that girl. I'm not bullying that girl. Yes, you are, T-Love, and everybody can see it. When you just walk up to somebody randomly and start pointing out everything that you think is wrong about them, that's called bullying. It's unwarranted. Now, of course, like I said, Daisy's stirring the pot. And I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, so this is how Daisy ends up bloody. Because if we remember, we saw the sneak peek from last week. Daisy's got blood running all down her face. This is how that happens, I'm assuming. Now, Egypt starts arguing with Daisy because she confronts Daisy on it. Like, why are you coming out here and running your mouth? Why are you telling her this shit for, to get shit stirred up? And she tells Daisy, you know, you're messy. There's no reason for you to go out there and say that. And I agree with Egypt. She's right. You know, Daisy was being messy, but I mean, hey, it made for good TV, I guess. Now, at this point, Daisy and Egypt, they're in each other's faces. And for those who don't watch the show, you're just here for the recap. Daisy is the girl from season 1 that has like a Kim Kardashian-esque look. And then Egypt is one of the newer girls. She's she's a lesbian. She's kind of stout, built like a football player. Gorgeous girl. Bald. She wears a wig, but she's bald. Really looks gorgeous either way. So yeah, they're in each other's faces, and Daisy's talking with her hands. And at one point, her hand kind of touches Egypt, and Egypt's like, "Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me." And you can see Egypt. She's kind of like, okay. Okay, you know, when, you know, she's giving her that, you know, when somebody's like looking off and they're like, okay, I'm giving you that. Okay, I'm giving it to you. Step back. That's when somebody does that, step back, because they fist the swing. And that's what happens. And I told y'all, Egypt is stout like a football player. Mama's got, you know, Mama got that, whew, she got that swing, and all of a sudden, pop to the head. She pops Daisy right in the head, right here. But I ain't gonna lie, Daisy was ready for it because she came back quick. Now, did Daisy come back and connect a bunch of hits and bloody her Egypt up? No, but she did come back quick to defend herself. I gotta give her that. Even though she got blood running down her face, looking like the bride of Chucky. And then what I thought was baffling is that Egypt says that she only hit Daisy because she felt attacked. I'm like, attacked? Baby girl, you attacked her first. What you mean you felt attacked? You felt verbally attacked? She came to you to have a conversation. Like, I just didn't understand that. And look, listen, I liked Egypt. I really do. I think she's one of the most gorgeous girls there, with or without her wig on. And what made me really like Egypt is that she's not a follower. I like the fact that she stood up for Wet Wet and what was right. Even though she was fucking with T-Love, she stood up for the fact that T-Love is bullying this girl. T-Love is nitpicking and picking every little thing that she, you know, can with this girl, because Wet Wet is smaller. They know Wet Wet can't really fight. So, and then they know Wet Wet's the star, one of the stars of this show. So they're going to pick on her. So I like that about Egypt. What's wrong is wrong, and what's right is right to her. And Egypt is a Gemini. Okay? I knew I fucked with her for a reason. Okay? We cool. We calm. We're going to stand up for ourselves. We're going to stand up for what's right. And every now and then our evil twin comes out and pops a bitch in the face. You don't know. If you don't know, Gemini is the sign of the twin. We got 2 personalities, baby. If y'all watch my videos, y'all can probably tell I'm a Gemini. Sometimes I be on here, I'm fucking loud everywhere. Bah! Sometimes I'm really reserved and calm. And hey, how are y'all doing? Welcome back to Damien After Dark. So that's my Gemini split personalities, okay? Where are my gems at? Comment below if you're a fellow Gemini. So Joseline, Natural, Yummy, Andrea, and the other girl, what's her name? Not Slim. I can't never think of that one girl's name. Anyway, they're all doing choreography. They're getting ready for this Miami performance. And the choreographer, Ricardo, y'all remember Ricardo? We've been watching him. He's been on the show since the first episode of this season. He tells Joseline, stay in the front and just perform. because Joseline was like trying to do the routine with the girls. So he was like, you know, why don't you just stay in the front and perform? And Joseline says, Ricardo, don't talk to me. Stop trying to act like you're teaching me what I already know. I know what I'm doing. And it's like, it's the way she talks to people. Like, I understand where Joseline was coming from. Like, if she wanted to, because she said she wanted to do one run through with the girls dancing, and then she wanted to do one run through performing at the front with the mic. I get it. She wants to do both. But it's your delivery, sweetheart. You don't have to talk down to everybody. You don't have to talk to everybody like they're Bonnie Bella, because we're all adults. And that's where Joseline's problem comes into play. This man is your choreographer. It's so unprofessional to speak to him like that. Like, he's an expert in what he's doing. So why wouldn't you want to listen to him? To make sure that you girls look great on stage and not a hot ass cocaine bear mess. Because that's what you look, Joseline. If y'all haven't seen the performance that they do in Miami, go watch it. It's on YouTube. It hasn't aired on Zeus yet, but it's on YouTube. And she looks a fucking mess. She sounds a mess. It was awful. The performance was awful. And this is why Joseline will never be in the same arena as a Cardi B. Because, you know, Joseline and Cardi B, they both came from the Love and Hip Hop franchise. And Joseline has stated before that she feels like she should be as big as Cardi B. She wants to be as big as Cardi B. But you never will be with that attitude, Joseline. Because I'm sure Cardi B doesn't just talk to people like this. Her choreographers, her, you know, her entourage, people around them, just talk down to them, just be nasty. But this is always how Joseline's always been, though. Because they say who you are before you get money and fame will be exactly who you are when you get money and fame, just amplified and 10 times worse. So she's always been a monster. She just got money and fame, and it made it worse. Now, Miss Natural tells Joseline while they're rehearsing, I've literally been down here all day. I've been down here all day dancing and teaching these girls. Like for real, Miss Natural, why don't you just part the Puerto Rican pussy a little bit, get Joseline's Puerto Rican little tight pussy, and just stick your tongue right up in there. Better yet, while you there, get up in her booty hole too. Just stick your tongue way up in there, because right now that's what you're doing. Eating ass, and not the good way. You are kissing her ass so much. Like it's, and that's what it seems like you want to do. It seems like you want to eat her pussy the way you be acting around her. You want to be the bottom bitch so bad that you're going to lick her ass until she gives it to you. And it's sad to watch, because I never thought Miss Natural was a follower. I really didn't. Joseline tells Ricardo, we're going to rehearse tomorrow, and you need to come to work ready to listen. You're not the boss here. I am. You need to follow the rules. And she's right. She is the boss. But like I said, there's a way to deliver the information, Joseline. And Ricardo is better than me. Let me tell you, he's better than me. He's a lot more professional than me, because I would be like, find you a choreographer. You know what, Joseline? Find you a choreographer that's going to let you talk to them the way you talk to your bitch husband, because it ain't me. Okay. Okay. Now, Joseline goes to check on Egypt and T-Love, and she gets both of their sides of the story. Joseline, y'all notice how she asked Egypt where her hair was? Because Egypt's wig got pulled off, and she's bald underneath. And Joseline says, you know, where's your hair? And Egypt tells Joseline that she dealt with alopecia. And then Joseline, in her confessional, says, alopecia? Bitch, where's your fucking hair? You've been wearing too many wigs. That's the problem. I'm convinced that Joseline's just slow. I'm convinced she's slow. The elevator does not go to the top when it comes to Joseline. I'm convinced. Like, are you that dumb? Are you that dumb, Joseline? Do you not know what alopecia is? Do you not know that alopecia affects people's hair to where their hair falls out in patches, in wads? Like, or do you not have do you not have a sensitive bone in your body? Where is the sensitivity? How insensitive can you be? Just because she's completely bald doesn't mean she's lying about alopecia. Oftentimes people that have alopecia and their hair fall out, they shave their entire head so they don't have to walk around with patches in their head. Similar to what a cancer patient might do. How dare you, Joseline? It's just gross. Listen, I know she likes to joke. She likes to, take things lightly. And some of y'all at home may even be like, Damien, it's just a joke. Chill out. But we're talking about alopecia. It's not funny to me. When we're talking about illnesses, medical disorders, things like that, I don't like to joke and take them lightly. Same thing with, remember when Bobby I Love You Purr came on, and Bobby pushed Hot Wheels, the guy in the wheelchair, pushed his wheelchair to be an asshole out of spite. Like, I don't like shit like that. It's low vibrational to me, and I don't fuck with it at all. Now Joseline talks to T-Love about Wet Wet, and she tells T-Love, Wet Wet does run her mouth a lot. And she mentions her teeth. She's like, and those teeth. Ugh, and those teeth. And T-Love says, I know, I told her that. I said, your wig looks bad. Your teeth looks bad. You've already been here. You should have elevated by now. This is what T-Love is telling Joseline that she told Wet Wet. She says, they think I'm being mean, but I'm just a real ass bitch. That's what she says. They think I'm being mean, but I'm just a real ass bitch. So here's the thing, T-Love, my darling. Wet Wet may not have the best wig. She may not have the prettiest, whitest teeth. She may not have the most flawless skin. But who the fuck are you to think it's your place to tell her that? Who the fuck are you to think you can call her out on that unwarranted? Now, I could see if Wet Wet had started some shit with T-Love. I could see if Wet Wet had, was messy or was picking a fight with T-Love. All bets are off. Then you can read her for filth. But this was unwarranted. They walked in a room and it was like T-Love just said, aim, fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you to tell this girl this? Because my thing is, would you in real life would have walked up to someone and said that to them? No, you wouldn't, because you would have got your jaw rocked and rearranged. And my thing is, you're not being real. You're being a real bitch. That's the difference. And it's not about being a female either. This could have been a male, and I would say you're a real bitch. My thing is, and this is such a pet peeve of mine with people, stop trying to disguise being real when you're just being a straight up evil bitch. I can't stand when somebody comes up and is like being an asshole, being very just nasty, spewing vitriol, and then saying, well, I'm just real. I'm sorry, I'm just real. No, you a real bitch. That's what you are. Okay? Because it don't require all that. Let me tell you what being real would have been. Being real would have been pulling her to the side off camera and saying, hey, girl, we need to go out one day, get our nails done, go get our hair done, go shopping. Let me hook you up, sis. Let me get you looking right in front of these cameras. That would have been being real. Because let me tell you. And some of y'all may be thinking, well, that ain't T-Love's place. Why does she gotta do that to Wet Wet? No, she don't have to do those things to Wet Wet. She doesn't have to, say, hey, girl, come here and let me help you get dolled up. But if you really care, you would do that. Because why else are you obviously don't care. Or, why are you over here diminishing this girl the way that you did? It was tacky and tasteless, because what real women do, what real boss women do, real women, they uplift one another. Y'all remember on Bad Boys Texas when Jonathan went and bought Ara that whole new outfit because Ara didn't have many clothes, and he told Ara, I bought you this outfit because I want you to come out tonight and I want you to step with us and I want us all to look good. I want us all to look like money. That right there, I respected that with Jonathan. That's being real. Jonathan could have easily said, all right, why you look like a broke down, dusty, busty, you know, you need better clothes. He could have tore him down to the white meat. But instead, Jonathan uplifted him and said, let me hook you up, brother. That's what T-Love was missing. He wasn't nasty about it. You know, Jonathan wasn't nasty. But the real gag is, all it would take is for somebody to tweak Wet just a little bit, and she would be bad. Listen, Wet is not no ugly girl. She just needs a little tweaking. Yes, she needs a new wig. And then when it comes to her teeth, I don't know what's going on with her teeth. People have pointed out her teeth, but I don't really see anything bad. I mean, what? It looks like she may have braces or a retainer. Or maybe she just needs a whitening. Hell, we could all use a good whitening. Shit, I need a good teeth whitening right now. Like, I'm trying to get this shade right here. You see? Like, who are we to judge? Ain't nobody perfect. Bitch, I'm sure you got a cavity in the back of your tooth too, Joseline. T-Love. Open wide, ho. Now T-Love starts the dramatics. And she just starts crying out of nowhere. And she says, I've just been through a lot, Joseline. I've just been through a lot. Bitch, we all been through a lot. Suck it up. You made it to the Cabaret. You made it on the Zeus Network, one of the most downloaded apps in the App Store. The fuck you crying for? Miss me with it. You're fake, T-Love, and you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Now, Lucky comes and meets with Joseline yet again. Miss Lucky. And I'm like, damn, these producers will not let it go. They are not going to let up on their investment on Lucky. This is the third or fourth time they've asked Lucky to go talk to Joseline. This is the third or fourth time they've tried to persuade her to get Joseline to bring her back into the house. So she's here, Lucky's here, and she tells Joseline she really, really wants to be in the Cabaret. But it's like, girl, stop lying, Lucky. You know you don't want to be in that Cabaret. But I get it. She's got to lie for TV. You know, she wants that check. She's got to finish the job. So I get it. She says, give me a chance to show you I belong here. I have learned the whole routine. I've been working hard and I've learned the whole routine. And shout out to you guys. Shout out to my subscribers who let me know last week what the real reasoning behind Joseline's anger towards Lucky was. A lot of you commented and told me which it was. For those who don't know, Lucky betrayed Joseline when, y'all know that Joseline and Big Lex have beef. After season 2, Joseline and Big Lex have never gotten along. So after season 2, Big Lex went on to do her own show called Big Lex Baddie Collection, something like that. She did some kind of show on Now That's TV, I believe. Big Lex did. And Lucky decided to join that show. So Joseline looks at it like, oh, you betrayed me to go join the ops. You betrayed me to go be on my enemy's show. But I don't look at it like that. Originally, I'm like, what is Joseline mad for? Did she lose her bag of coke? What is the real reason? Did Lucky steal her bag of coke? What is the real reason? So now to find out this, I'm like, I wouldn't have been that pissed because I don't take things like that personal. Because what was Lucky supposed to do? Turn down the money? Turn down the opportunity? Turn down the bag? No. It's almost like this. It's almost like if your friend got fired from Walmart, but then Walmart offers you, your friend gets fired from Walmart, but then Walmart comes to you and offers you a hell of a job opportunity. Are you going to turn it down because they fired your friend? No, at least I'm not. I mean, shit, I'm just going to be real with you. We got to do what's best for you, right? So I'm kind of like Joseline looks at it as a betrayal, but I think she's taking it more personal than what it really is. I don't think Lucky said, I'm going to go be on Big Lex's show to spite Joseline. I don't think that's what it was. I think Lucky was just looking for a way to feed herself and her family. Simple as that. Now, this scene between Lucky and Joseline, I don't know why I'm itching so bad. This scene between Lucky and Joseline, I'm sorry, baby. this is probably the most humility I've ever seen out of Joseline. This is probably the most humble I've ever seen Joseline be. It's probably the most kind I've ever seen her be in a scene. It was very strange. But every now and then we get these scenes from Joseline where it's like she's trying to be sweet and compassionate to the girls. But it's very rare. But she tells Lucky she's going to give her another chance. And I'm like, damn, is Joseline really human after all? And I'd be wondering, like, this is no shade, but I really be wondering, like, is she bipolar? Like, and I'm not, no offense to anybody that's bipolar. My brother, who's now passed away, he suffered with bipolar schizophrenia. So I dealt with that with a firsthand experience. And I just wonder, like, seriously, is Joseline that way? Because how can she be a raging lunatic sometimes, putting her hands on people, going crazy, to being, like, so sweet and nice? I don't understand. Y'all know what? Really random, and then I'm gonna wrap this up, so we gotta go. I'm wondering, y'all notice how, well, hell, I forgot their names already. Dexter's Laboratory and Diamond. Raven and Diamond. Y'all notice how they disappeared? They was like, when Joseline choke slammed Raven in episode 1 or 2, and Diamond found out, they were like, pshoo, they were gone. We ain't seen them again. They ain't tried to come back. I'm sure the producers have tried to get them to come back, but I don't think they answering them calls. I think they're done with Joseline. They scared of Joseline after Raven got choke slammed. I just thought I was thinking about that this episode. I'm like, where's Raven and Diamond? Now Joseline tells Lucky that not Lucky, I'm sorry. This is a different scene. The last scene of the episode is when Joseline pulls Wet Wet to the side in the kitchen, and she talks to Wet Wet about her drama and her fighting, and she's pretty much like, look, are you here to dance, or are you here just to get in fights every day with people? And Wet Wet tells her, let me prove it to you. Let me prove to you that I'm here to dance. So Joseline pulls up her phone. She plays the music, Lauderdale Ho, Lauderdale Ho. She plays the music, and Wet Wet nails the choreography. Now, granted, she can tighten it up a little bit. She needs a little work. She needs to clean it up just a little bit. Like, instead of like, la da da da, no, this is what Wet Wet was doing. La da 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 da. She needs to tighten it up more. La da 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 da, tight. Boom, boom. I'm not a professional dancer, but y'all know what I'm saying. She tightens it up. She works on it. Oh, they ain't gonna be able to tell Wet Wet nothing. Personality, and she gonna be able to dance. Oh, them hoes gonna be mad as fuck. So Joseline is surprised. She's happy for Wet Wet, and she tells Wet Wet, I will let you dance with me, but the only thing is you gotta fix your teeth. Child. Poor Wet Wet and these teeth. Bless her heart. Joseline tells Wet Wet, you can dance with me, but you've got to fix your teeth. I kind of feel bad for her. Because I'm like I told y'all earlier, what is it with the teeth? Maybe she just needs, like I said, take off the retainer or the braces or whatever it is, Wet Wet. Brush and scrub them teeth real good. Go to the dentist and get you a good whitening. And you'll be good to go, mamas. I was going to say, hell, get some veneers, but shit, them are expensive as fuck. Now, next week, we see a sneak peek of next week, and I told y'all about Miss Natural. I told y'all, she's starting to show her true colors. We see Miss Natural. Didn't I tell y'all she wanted to be the bottom bitch so bad? Next week, we see that Miss Natural is literally upset at one of the girls, because one of the girls got the presidential suite at the hotel they stayed at in Miami. So Miss Natural is threatened because she thinks, well, I thought I was the bottom bitch. I thought I was gonna be the one that got the presidential suite. Why she get it for? With that stank face that Miss Natural always does. Child, you better believe we're gonna talk about it. All that and more next week, right here on Damien After Dark, the Joseline's Cabaret New York After Show. You don't want to miss it, because it's a party here each and every Sunday, baby, okay? Make sure if you haven't subscribed yet, you go ahead and click that subscribe button right below this video and turn on your post notifications by clicking the little bell icon. That way you never, what? Miss a beat. That's right. Next, please, 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 if you don't do anything, do this for me. Click that thumbs up button right below this video. That is your way of supporting the channel, and YouTube is going to share this video throughout the YouTube community so more people like yourself can find us, okay? Also, if you want to donate and you're feeling generous, go ahead and donate to the Damien After Dark channel. I will put all the information below in the description box. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, Amazon wish list, all that is there if you're feeling generous, and I love you guys so much that donate each and every week. Last but not least, join the conversation. I want to hear from you on what you thought about this episode. Whose side are you on? T-Love? Are you team T-Love or are you team Wet Wet? And what about when it comes to Egypt and Daisy? Are you team Egypt or are you team Daisy? Do you feel like Daisy was being messy? Or was she just letting T-Love know the tea, letting her know what's up? Also, what do you guys think about Miss Wet Wet? Do y'all think that people are on Wet Wet too much about her looks, her hair, her teeth, her skin? Or do you think they're just being real with her? People are just being real and letting her know what they feel, you know? I want to hear from you. Join the conversation. Get in those comments below, and I will respond back to you, and we can talk together about this episode. I love you guys so, so much, and we'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. Mwah. See ya.